Hello kids, it's me again, Teacher Chris, and I will be your teacher for today. Today, we are in day 2 lesson of quarter 2, week 2 lesson of English grade 4 MATATAG curriculum. Are you ready to learn new lesson today? If yes, let's do it! Quarter 2, week 2, day 2. Inferring the setting, theme, and genre of a story or literary text by analyzing key details from the text. So let us discuss first the setting. The setting of a story definition is the time, duration, and place an author chooses to write about. It is also the place of a setting can be a real location or a fantasy made-up location. Next is, the time of a setting can be the past, present, or future. Okay, so kapag sinabi po nating setting, for example, if you are reading a story, itong si setting sa unang part ng story ay minimension na agad. So kapag sinabi po nating setting ng story, pinapakita nito kung saan ginanap yung story or saan ba nangyayari yung story, ganon. Then, time. Kailan nangyari yung story? So, pwedeng in English, in early morning or during the night. So, depende sa choice ng author kung ano yung time or place na ilalagay niya doon. So, tatandaan nyo, kapag sinabi po nating setting sa story, ito ay nangangahulugan na kung saan at kailan nangyari yung kwento. Okay? The setting of a story is the time. Ay, mali. Bakit pa ulit-ulit? So, how to infer the setting? So, paano ba natin ma-identify or paano ba natin mahuhulaan kung ano yung setting ng isang story? So, first is look for clues. So, pay attention to the descriptions in the story. Words that describe places, times, and the environment give hints about the setting. And next is to ask questions. Where is the story happening? What time of day is it? Are there any special landmarks or weather conditions mentioned? Again, kapag sinabi po nating setting, ang makikita po nating clues dyan ay kapag may mga mention dun sa story kung saan nangyayari yung story. Then, dun naman sa time, hindi naman natin sinasabi na technically na umaga nangyari yung story, hapon nangyari yung story. Pwede naman na birthday ni ganito, Christmas yung nangyari yung ganitong story. So, pwede rin siyang maging setting, yung mga ganong time. What could be the possible setting of the following storybook? So, meron akong ipa-flash na mga picture ng storybook. So, hulaan natin kung ano ba ang setting ng mga storybooks na to. Alright, so unahin natin itong Bible story, book for kids. So, by Karen Jones. So, True Bible Stories for Children About God and the Old Testament. As you can see, bigyan natin example dito yung Noah's Ark, no? Ano ba yung story ng Noah's Ark? So, the story of Noah's Ark is a well-known biblical tale that teaches themes of obedience, faith, and divine promise. It is primarily found in the book of Genesis in the Bible and is often shared with children due to its moral lessons and engaging narrative. So, the setting of Noah's Ark can be described as follows. So, time, pwedeng the events occur in ancient times when humanity was believed to be at its most corrupt, and setting, of course, obvious naman, sa ocean or C. Next is the Pinocchio. Ayan, so for sure alam nyo to, no? So, Pinocchio is the story of Pinocchio is a classic children's tale that explores themes of honesty, responsibility, and the desire to become real. It is primarily based on the novel The Adventures of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi. So the time here is the story is set in an unspecified time, likely in a fairy tale version of 19th century in Italy. So it primarily takes place in a quaint village where Geppetto lives, as well as various fantastical locations such as the land of toys and the ocean where Monstro resides. So let us proceed now. What is the theme? Okay. The theme of a story is the big idea or lesson that the author wants to share. It is the message or moral that you learn from the story. So how to infer the theme? First is look at the main idea. What is the story mostly about? What problem do the characters face and what do they learn? So kapag sinabi nating theme, so usually malalaman natin yan based dun sa mga magiging problema ng mga characters dun sa story. And next is, consider the outcome. How does the story end? What changes happen to the character? So kung una, look at the main idea, aalamin natin yung magiging problema, then ano yung mga natutunan nila, then dun sa pinaka-outcome ng story, titinan din natin kung paano nag-end yung story. Ano yung mga pagbabagong nangyari doon sa story. Di ba minsan may mga story kasi nasa una, yung ibang character doon ang sama-sama ng ugali. Then, after ng mga ilang passages or ilang paragraph, or bago mag-end yung story, nagkaroon ng character development yung character dito. So, pwedeng siya ay bumait. Pero meron naman ibang mga character simula doon sa unang o pinaka-start pa lang ng story, masama na siya. So, mag-e-end na lang yung story, masama na siya. Ganun po yun. So, here are examples of themes. So, here are examples of themes. So, meron tayo ditong friendship. It is a stories that focus on the importance of friends and how they help each other, like Charlotte's Web. So, ano ba siya? Charlotte's Web is a beloved children's novel by E.B. White that tells the heartwarming story of friendship, love, and sacrifice between a pig named Wilbur and a spider named Charlotte. So next theme is courage. A theme where characters show bravery in facing challenges such as in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So, pag courage, Tagalog, katapangan. So, baka yung story na binabasa nyo ay ang gusto niyang i-portray o ipakita ay ang pagiging matapang. No, katulad ng palabas na The Lion. Ano ba yung palabas na The Lion? The Lion King. The Lion King is a classic animated film produced by Disney that tells the story of a young lion named Simba and his journey to reclaim his rightful place as king. Ayan. Next is honesty. Ayan. Honesty, stories that emphasize the values of telling the truth. Like Pinocchio. Kaya pag yung story naman ang gusto ng author ay, ang gusto niya matutunan dito ay yung honesty or pagiging matapat. So, best example dito yung si Pinocchio, no? The Adventures of Pinocchio. Ayan. Kindness. Pwede yung story na binabasa nyo ay ang gusto niyang iparating sa mababasa ay kindness. A theme that revolves around being kind to others, like in The Giving Tree. Yeah, The Giving Tree story. Next is perseverance. Stories where characters don't give up despite difficulties, such as in The Little Engine That Could. Okay, ito yung story, The Little Engine That Could. Yan. So, ano ba yung story na ito? Ayan. Next is, what is the genre? No? The genre is the category of the story. It tells you what kind of story it is, like adventure, fantasy, mystery, or historical fiction. So, how to infer the genre? Look at the characters and settings. So, ang titignan natin dito yung characters and settings. Are there magical creatures? Is the story set in the past or future? This can help you to determine the genre. Yeah, so, the genre of the story will depend doon sa characters at kung saan nangyari at kailan nangyari yung story. Next is check the plot. What kind of events happen? Is it a mystery to solve, a journey to embark on, or a magical adventure? So first is fantasy. So paano ba natin malalaman kung fantasy ang binabasa yung story? O, example is Alamat ng Ampalaya by O.G. Rivera. So this story explores a fantastical origin story of the bitter gourd through Filipino folklore. Ayan. So, ito yung Alamat na Ampalaya. For sure, iba siguro sa inyo, nabasa na itong Alamat na Ampalaya. So, kung hindi naman, pwede nyo rin siyang panoorin sa YouTube. Type nyo lang tong Alamat na Ampalaya. Okay? Next is realistic fiction. Example is Tall Story by Candy Gurley. So, this book is about a boy named Bernardo who is extremely tall and faces challenges as he reconnects with his family in the Philippines. Ayan. O, halimbawa, baka ang story na binabasa nyo ay all about adventure. Example, si Pilandok at ang mga buwaya by Virgilio S. Almario. So, ang story na ito ay it is a classic Filipino adventure story where Pilandok, a folk hero, outsmarts crocodiles in an exciting tale. Ito yan. Si Pilandok at ang manok na nangingitlog ng ginto. Pwede naman ang story nyo ay isang historical fiction. Example, Ginto ang Kayumangging Lupa by Dominador Mirasol. This novel is set during the Japanese occupation of the Philippines, depicting a young boy's struggles during that era. Yan. So, mostly kapag sinabi natin historical, so, history. Science fiction. Example is Lalani of the Distant Sea by Erin Entrada Kelly. So while this is an internationally recognized Filipino-American work, it combines elements of fantasy and science fiction inspired by Filipino folklore. Wow! So ito yon, Lalani of Distant Sea. So, recognized siya internationally. So kasi, bukod sa siya ay science fiction, meron din siyang mga part na siya ay may elements ng fantasy. Tapos, ang nakakatuwa, siya ay inspired by Filipino folklore. Pwede naman ang story na binabasa mo ay mystery. Example, si Janus Silang at ang Tiyanak ng Tabon by Edgar Calabia Samar. So this is a thrilling mystery adventure featuring Janus Silang as he uncovers dark secrets related to the mythical creatures of the Philippines. Next is biography. Biography, example ng biography ay A Long Time Ago, A Prehistory of the Philippines by Toti Serda. So this non-fiction works tells the story of the Philippines prehistoric past through informative and engaging storytelling. So pag sinabi natin non-fiction, ibig sabihin totoo siya. Non, sabihin hindi. Pag fiction, gawa-gawa lang yan, kathang isip. So ito ay hindi kathang isip lang. So even you, pwede ka magkaroon ng sarili mong biography. Ako, lahat tayo, pwede tayo magkaroon ng sarili nating biography. Poetry. So, pwede rin ang binabasa nyo pala ay isang poetry. So, example, mga kwentong bayan by Rene O. Villanueva. It is a collection of narrative poems that presents traditional Filipino folk stories in poetic form. Folktale. Example, Alamat ng Pating by Segundo D. Matias Jr. A retelling of a Filipino folktale that explains the origin of sharks in a creative and engaging way. Ito yung sinasabi natin non-fiction. Example, The Philippines, A Century Hence by Dr. Jose Rizal. This is a non-fiction historical and analytical text about the future of the Philippines from the perspective of the national hero written in the late 19th century. Ayan, non-fiction, big sabihin class, part po siya ng history ng ating bansa. Totoo siyang nangyari. So let's apply it. Okay, so I will read a passage. So Timmy woke up early on a chilly autumn morning. He looked out the window and saw colorful leaves falling from the trees. Timmy decided to go on an adventure in the nearby forest. He packed a lunch and headed out excited to explore the woods and find the hidden treasures. So now, let's infer the setting or inferring the setting. So the clues there is the story mentions a chilly autumn morning, colorful leaves, and a nearby forest. So what is the setting on the passage? The setting is a forest during autumn. So let's infer the theme. Main idea, Timmy is excited about exploring and finding treasures. So the theme could be about adventure and curiosity or the joy of exploring nature. So let's infer the genre. Characters and settings. So unahin natin kung ano ba ang characters and settings doon. Timmy is going on an adventure in the forest. So doon pa lang alam nyo na siya ay adventure, no? So the genre is adventure. So based doon nga sa mga passages na nandoon or sa characters or sa settings. By looking for these clues in a story, students can be better understand the setting, the theme, and the genre, which helps them connect more deeply with the text. And now, let's have a quiz based on the lesson that we have today. So get a grade for pad paper and of course a ball pen, and let's try to answer the 10-question quiz. Are you ready to learn and answer the quiz? If yes, let's do it. Number 1. What is the setting of a story? A. The lesson or message of the story. B. The type of story like mystery or adventure. C. Where and when the story takes place. And letter D. The characters in the story. Alright, the correct answer is letter C. Where and when the story takes place. Number 2 question. If a story describes a magical forest with talking animals, what genre might it be? A. Historical fiction. B. Fantasy. C. Mystery. D. Adventure. Alright, the correct answer is letter B. Fantasy. Number 3 question. What can help you figure out the setting of a story? A. The colors used in the illustrations. B. The names of the characters. C. The descriptions of places and times. And letter D. The type of conflict in the story. Alright, the correct answer is letter C. The descriptions of places and times. Number 4. What does the theme of a story usually tell us? Letter A. The setting of the story. B. The genre of the story. C. The big idea of lesson. Or letter C. The big idea or lesson of the story. And letter D. The names of the characters. Alright. The correct answer is letter C. The big idea or lesson of the story. Number 5. In the story, The Tortoise and the Hare, what is the theme? A. It's fun to play games. B. The hare is the fastest animal. C. Slow and steady wins the race. And letter D. Turtles can run fast. Alright, the correct answer is letter C. Slow and steady wins the race. Number 6 question. If a story is about a detective solving a crime, what genre is it likely to be? Letter A. Fantasy. Letter B. Science fiction. Letter C. Mystery. And letter D. Adventure. Alright, the correct answer is letter C. Mystery. Number 7 question. Which of these clues helps identify the setting of a story? Letter A. The character's name. Letter B. The title of the book. Letter C. Descriptions of the weather and location. And letter D. Author's name. Alright, the correct answer is letter C. Descriptions of the weather and location. 8. If a story happens in futuristic city with robots, what genre does it belong to? Letter A. Historical fiction. Letter B. Fantasy. Letter C. Fiction or science fiction. And letter D. Realistic fiction. Alright, the correct answer is letter C. Science fiction. Number 9 question. In a story about a young girl learning to be brave in her new school, what might the theme be? A. The importance of bravery. B. The best way to make friends. Letter C. How to study hard. And letter D. The fun of playing games. Alright, the correct answer is letter A. The importance of bravery. Last question. If you read a story about knights, dragons, and magical quests, what genre is it? Letter A. Mystery. Letter B. Fantasy. Letter C. Nonfiction. And letter D. Realistic fiction. Alright, the correct answer is letter B. Fantasy. Alright, did you get your answer all correct? If yes, good job! That's all for today. I hope you learn a lot on our today's lesson. Once again, I am Teacher Chris. See you tomorrow. Bye!